So did you actually commit the crime that you're pleading guilty to?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what you did.
I was under a lot of emotional distress, and my baby came unexpectedly. And instead of helping him, I ended his life. And afterwards, I cleaned up and didn't tell him.
Okay. So tell me, when you say instead of helping him, you did what?
I ended his life.
How did you end his life, ma'am?
I deprived him of oxygen.
Okay. All right. And did you tell me about this tampering with physical evidence? What did you do with the evidence that could have been collected?
I put the towels in a plastic bag.
Okay. And what about this concealing the birth?
I didn't tell anyone after.
Okay. All righty. So are you pleading guilty today of your own free will without any threats, pressures, or promises from anyone to get you to do so?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all, there is huge breaking news in the Laken Snelling case. This is the University of Kentucky cheerleader whose newborn baby boy was found deceased in a closet by her roommates. Today, August 21st, she has pleaded guilty to all of her charges and she faces over 10 years in prison. Now, if you're not familiar with this case, Laken Snelling shared a home near the campus with some roommates, and on August 27th, police responded to the house at around 10:30 in the morning after the roommates called 911 reporting they found a newborn baby deceased, wrapped up in bloody towels, shoved into a trash bag, and then hidden in her closet. After they found Laken, she said she had given birth at around 4 o'clock in the morning and she was awake for around 30 minutes, but then she passed out. And when she came to, she noticed the baby was blue and she didn't believe he was alive. She said she wrapped him up like a burrito and laid next to it because it gave her some comfort in the moment. And then she woke up to her alarm going off at 7:30. So at that point, she decided to clean up the room, put the baby in the trash bag, hide him in the closet. She took a shower, cleaned herself off. And she left for class at around 9:30, but she didn't go to class. Instead, she went to McDonald's and then kind of drove around for a little bit. After police took her into custody, she requested to go to the hospital to be evaluated, which of course they allowed. But then she ended up getting charged with tampering with physical evidence, abuse of a corpse, and concealing the birth of an infant. She posted a $100,000 bond and was able to go live with her dad. And then on March 10th, she was indicted on a charge of first-degree manslaughter after the medical examiner determined the baby was born alive and that he died from asphyxiation. And then today, she pleaded guilty to all of the charges. In court, she apparently admitted to ending the baby's life instead of helping him. And she acknowledged that she put him in a trash bag. Prosecutors are recommending 10 years for the manslaughter charge and 1 year each for the other 3. I'm just blown away by all of it. She was in her senior year. She had her whole life ahead of her, but she cared too much about her image.
Hey guys, this is FBA, Snack Man from FBA News, right? And I'm doing something a little bit different. And yeah, we're going to be talking about the Laken Snelling case. It's a hell of a name. And I'm sure everybody is aware of what went down. But you want to know something? I am going to be reading off some of these fucking comments. Let's see what we got here. Desert Dog says, there is zero excuse when the society is bent over backwards to allow safe handovers of unwanted babies. RW says, this is what evil looks like. Gunner says, well, we all know who he voted for. Hope she rots in prison. Let's see. Screaming Kid says, curious, an argument for abortion is that the 7-woman baby can't survive outside the womb independently. Then why are these women criminalized for murdering their 4-year-old and younger kids? Abortion is murder. Your popular parties. Let's see here. As someone from Kentucky, I can assure you that a U.K. female cheerleader's actions have zero chance of being a liberal crime. Let's see. Your conservative girl says, let's see, rubbing her back. I couldn't touch a woman who did that, but I can show mercy and pray for her. She will have to ask Jesus for forgiveness and mean it. Let's see. Howdy says, killing the baby before birth or right after, the same thing. Let's say, to everyone saying there will be more cases like this if they ban abortions. Don't do the act if you can't grow up and take responsibility of your actions. I'm 100% pro-life. No surprise. And I think it's evil that people abuse the system by getting abortions every month just because they can't take responsibility for their actions. Killing an innocent baby is evil and will never be right in my eyes, especially a full-term baby. Let's get one more. Let's see. Jay Smooth says a real cheerleader would never do this. And Bailey says legalize abortion. Yeah, guys. And I've been doing my research on this, and there are quite a few young women saying, online that is, that, you fuck with abortion and more of these things, these incidents, are bound to happen. And you want to know something? I think they got a point there. You see, this situation further illuminates, the issue with the white tea birth rates. Yeah. Nobody really, they talk about it, but they're more like they're talking at it. But I'm going to talk about it. And this is what I think. Right? Here's the thing. Black men, we grew up in a matriarchy because, white tea man did everything in his power to make sure that black man couldn't earn. So he was out-earned by his woman. So henceforth, we have a matriarchy. And since we were raised in a matriarchy, we're not trying to fucking strong arm and control our women and make them do whatever we want. Nobody can just fucking live and let live. And everybody will take every opportunity possible, right? Right? To inject, which you could say what I'm doing the same thing too, but fuck it. But to inject their own personal views into whatever said tragedy to push their own ideals and beliefs. And since all these pious fuckers have gone first with their shit, I'm going to go ahead and put my 2 cents in it. And the reason why I brought up the fact that we're born we're in a matriarchy, I will reiterate once again, because honestly, I ain't trying to control what no woman does with her body. That's her fucking business. It really is. Man, and if you really think about it another way, right? See, they're the ones entrusted with the babies. They're the ones that carry it, right? So if you criminalize the shit, right? If you really are trying to go into this Handmaid's Tale direction, I mean, one guy talking here, I think it's going to be a real fucking disaster for you. I'm talking about the white tea man. It's going to be a real fucking disaster for you. Because, like I've said in other videos, for those who have watched it, your birth rates are low, but let me tell you something. Becky is having babies with other men. Different types of other men. Black men, Latino men, Asian men. Men back in the day, except for when I was coming up. That's when the interracial thing was really on its way. Would never even get a look or a shot, or it was so taboo, like any form of interracial dating. I think that this strong arm approach to shit is really going to backfire on these fuckers. And the fact that you have to stick anything involving a baby has to become a pro-choice, anti-abortion argument. And I'm like this, look, this is just one guy who's on the side here, you know, it's like, yep, y'all rule the world right now, talking about YT society, y'all rule the world right now, you know, but you're getting your ass kicked in Iran. I mean, you can say whatever you want, you're getting your ass kicked in Iran. And you rule the world right now, but that's really because China is letting you, right? They're allowing you to put on the airs that you're ruling the world. And the reason why I bring this up is, right, if you go to war amongst yourselves, now mind you, if you were to truly do that, right, to the white man going full on war with his white woman. Well, in his mind, his white woman. She is a white woman and does not belong to anybody, as all women are, you know. So, with that said, if you do this, because y'all are talking a lot of shit, if you do this, it will backfire. It will backfire badly. But hey, you know, I'm just one. What would these racists say? Oh, it's just one uppity nigger. Like, why is he saying anything? It's like, hey, don't listen. Don't fucking listen, man. You do you, you know? I mean, here's the thing about, you know, having a system that helps you fail upward, right? Eventually that system breaks and you just fucking fail.